We're still looking at little things. I found a very interesting little critter here. I'm just trying to hold the branch steady in the wind for Bibo, but we've got a Twig Wilter here, one of the Twig Wilter species. That's as far as I'm willing to go in terms of specific species, but a group of insects called the Twig Wilters, very diagnostic body shape that they have, the sort of elongated and almost angular head that they've got. This one, it seems, unfortunately, has lost a leg, though, on his back leg. But as the name suggests, Twig Wilter, they do feed on the juices of the plants, on the xylem, and they can be responsible in large numbers or left on the same plant for a long period of time of causing all those leaves to wither away, and potentially, if they get in too much into the stem, may kill all of the things further up the stem because it cuts off the supply of nutrients from the tree. They are related to stink bugs, and I'm going to try and show you the little stink gland because we can see it. If I can just angle just the way he's sitting, if I can angle him slightly there, just in front of his one remaining back leg, in between the back leg and the middle leg, you should be able to see a little dot, like an orangish reddish coloured dot. That is actually his scent gland. So anyone who's ever had anything to do with stink bugs will know that they produce a very unique smell. It's hard to say that it stinks. It's not the most unpleasant smell. It's a sort of a sickly sweet smell, but it gets on your hands, and if it's in your clothes, I actually had one on my clothes without realising it, and sort of had something was tickling my back of my neck the other day, and I just sort of swatted it off, and obviously in the process it released a lot of that scent. I could smell it for about an hour afterwards, even though I washed myself quite thoroughly. He does have thunder thighs. Hey, I'm not sure why that sort of protrusion on that back leg is there. Maybe something to facilitate mating, grabbing hold of the female perhaps. Maybe that's only a male and not on the females. I genuinely don't know. It could be just a something they've developed to make it look less like a leg to help them blend in with their environment. But I also just want to point out the antennae. Look how beautiful these antennae are. Long and straight with those little orange tips. Super, super, super sensitive. Some of the most sensitive organs in the entire animal kingdom, capable of picking up just a couple of molecules of a scent in the air. I always say it's the equivalent of being able to detect 1 grain of salt in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. I don't know how true that analogy is, but I read it somewhere and it always stuck with me because it was such an incredible statistic. But very, very cool. The diversity of life this time of year. Always interesting to look at the little things. Well, it seems that James, though,